Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, I'm going to cover game 13 of Smithy's Opening Fundamentals. We have Horvath versus Mayer in Budapest in 1917. So let's go ahead and go over the game. Again, here, SmithyQ comments that White shows us a masterclass in development with tempo and playing with the initiative. Let's go ahead and go over the game. We have the Evans Gambit on the board. White sacrifices a pawn to gain a lead in development. So bishop captures b4, c3, bishop a5, castles, knight f6, and d4. Again, for the pawn, white sacrificed a pawn, right? For the pawn, white has castled and has a firm grip on the center. That said, black has 3 pieces developed. So if he doesn't waste any time, he should be okay. Okay. So knight captures e4. The purpose of the opening is not to win pawns. Black must now be very careful. And white plays rook e1. White prepares to occupy the e file. Knight d6. Black gets off the e file and attacks the bishop and protects the f7 square. But this was not careful enough. Notice how this knight has moved 3 times in the opening, right? So violating the principles, and white can punish it. So black pretty much wasted moves by moving the knight 3 times, even though it defends, attacks the bishop and defends the square f7. White is going to take advantage of it, the fact that the black moved the knight 3 times. So instead of knight d6, again, d5 is recommended. Black stays in the game with this, both developing with tempo because it hits the bishop. Now white is forced to retreat the bishop to b3 unless white can counterattack with a bigger threat. Also fighting for the center, right? So comes with tempo, hits the bishop, has 2 pawns in the center, and also prepares bishop g4 for black. Okay, so bishop g5. Again, knight d6, right? Bishop g5. White ignores black's threat of taking the bishop because black has a bigger threat attacking the queen. From this point forward, every time white comes in with the tempo, and white gives us a masterclass in attacking play. Okay, so knight e7. Defending, blocking the attack from the bishop. Now we're going to go into some sidelines here from SmithyQ. If f6, if white tries to save the queen this way, he loses to the open e file. What open e file, you say? Well, now again, you let white capture. He captures d6. The open e file, black's best is king f8. Then queen d5, queen f6, knight captures g5. And the threat is knight captures h7. And then queen g8, checkmate. Right. Now here, instead of f captures g5, if knight captures c4, then e captures f6. The e file still opens up, king f8. F captures g7, check. King captures g7, bishop captures d8, and there goes the queen. So again, these sidelines, again, offer some insight into if black plays some alternative moves. So knight e7, knight captures e5, the knight joins the attack on f7 and fully opens the e file. f6 looks natural, forking 2 pieces and breaking the annoying pin. Let's also look at what happens if black takes the other bishop. So if black takes the bishop, then bishop captures e7, drawing the queen into the e file. Then knight captures c4, wins the queen. Castling would have saved the king, but dropped loads of material. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, right? So instead of taking the bishop, if black castles, then knight captures f7. Rook captures f7, bishop captures f7. The rook can't recapture because of the pin. Queen e8, bishop captures d6. Queen d8, white is easily winning. Bishop captures f7, check. King captures f7, then queen h5, which is mate in 5. Okay. So we have f6, right? So now And here in the position in the game, bishop captures f6. The bishop sacrifices itself to completely expose the king's diagonal. G captures f6. Queen h5 check. King f8. Queen h6 check. The queen is closing in for the kill. King e8. Knight g6. The knight is immune because of the pin. And now the rook will be gobbled up. Right? Now again, the computer does say that queen captures f6 is a faster force mate, just for the record. So knight f5 attacking the queen. Queen h5, the queen sets up an epic discovered check on the king's diagonal. Knight g7, again going after the queen. White now combines the weakness on f7, the king's diagonal, and the open e file for a beautiful finale, right? So a beautiful tactic. You can pause the video and try to find the tactic for white. So the tactic is bishop f7 check. King captures f7, knight e5 discovered double check, king e6, and then knight f7 discovered checkmate, right? What a finish. Literally half of this game was white developing and attacking with tempo. Black made one mistake, but because he was down in time, he was that was not enough to sweep him away. That was enough to sweep him away. So let's go ahead and take some of the moves here. The first mistake that comes to mind is a knight capture, right? Again, in this position, what's the threat, right? Maybe this pawn, maybe you play d6 to defend the pawn, right? And then now if a pawn push and you bring the knight back, so maybe you play it safe with d6 and then you're ready to castle. So again, pretty much black got greedy and then white started playing attacking moves and black had to defend and he ended up losing. So again, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe.